Okay, man, what's up, people? What's up? Okay, we're gonna talk about boxing, and I'm just gonna freelance. I'm gonna freestyle all the way straight through. Okay, being that I unlocked the ID that I could do the videos longer, I could talk about as many fighters as I want. Okay, all right. We're gonna start with Errol Spence, Super Errol Spence, with Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, people keep saying Manny Pacquiao's gonna knock out Errol Spence. Manny is not gonna knock out Errol Spence. I keep explaining to you dumb delusional people, Manny is not a knockout artist. Understand that. He's not a knockout artist. The last person was Matisse, and he stopped him. He didn't knock out Matisse. Before that, it took him 9 years to even get a stoppage. You don't believe me? Go on his boxing rec. You ain't gonna see no KOs for 9 years. Manny is not a knockout artist. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that clear. Okay? 2, he's old. 3, he's fighting a B-level fighter. He hasn't fought a B-level fighter since he fought Floyd Mayweather. Since he fought Floyd Mayweather, that was the only time he fought somebody high like that. Look at his resume and look stupid while you were looking at it. Okay? You know what these people are? These people are Manny Pacquiao race followers. They are race followers. Like, they put all these things on him. They always forget he lost. Like, that's the main thing. They never mentioned that he lost. He lost 7 times. Couldn't even beat fucking Jeff Horn. Couldn't knock out Jeff Horn. He hurt him, but he couldn't knock him out. But he's going to knock out Errol Spence. Jeff Horn is 5'9". Errol Spence is 5'9 and a half. They're saying he couldn't knock out Jeff Horn, but he's going to knock out fucking Errol Spence. That punch is harder than fucking Jeff Horn. Like, come on, man. Y'all need to go with logic, bro. Y'all need to stop that racism, man. Manny Pacquiao's a human being. And that age showed in Keith Thurman fight. I understand that. Y'all cannot tell me it didn't, because Keith Thurman started, as soon as he got to the 6th round, 7th, 8th round, Keith Thurman started getting into Manny in that fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what saved Manny? You know why Manny didn't get knocked out? Because Keith Thurman injured his power hand. The right hand, he injured it in the Danny Garcia fight. They had to do surgery in his arm. Well, guess what? He lost his power. He doesn't have the power like he had it before. It showed in the Lopez fight. Yeah, he flash knocked him down, but what happened? What happened? He got right back up, and it went all the way 12 rounds. And he almost got knocked out. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't fight for 2 years and almost got his ass knocked out. Well, guess what? Manny hasn't fought in 2 years. In almost 2 years. He wasn't even active. Errol Spence is active. He just fought Danny Garcia. Understand that. He's about to fight Manny again. He's active. Like, you know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao ain't. He's going to come in there with rust. Ring rust. This is guaranteed. There's nothing y'all could come in here and say. He's going to come in here with ring rust. He's going to come in that fight with ring rust. Earl's going to smash him. Earl's going to smash him just with the ring rust. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about stoppage and kill. Manny is not going to even hurt Earl. He's not going to even hurt Earl. Understand that. Earl had 5 top fighters in front of him. 5 top fighters that punches harder than Manny in front of him. And he took their power with no problem. So what makes Manny punch harder than these fighters when these fighters had better knockouts than Manny did? Better records than Manny. Understand that. Yeah, he had a lot of fights. You could give him that. But how many losses he got? Compared to these fighters, he has more losses than all of them. Understand that. They're good quality top 5 ranked fighters. Rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, rank 5 top fighters. And Earl beat all 5 of them convincingly. Wasn't even a judge robbery in any fight. He fucking smashed them all out. Like, he always wins the fight by unanimous decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the Sean Porter fight, they gave Sean Porter rounds. They gave him rounds. That's how the fight was close. But if you really watch the fight over again, Errol Spence beat him unanimous, by unanimous decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do not give Manny Pacquiao no punches, hell, and chance to beat Errol Spence. I'm sorry. He's going to have to show me that. Remember, stop using Keith Thurman to make Manny look better in 2021. Okay? He fought Keith Thurman almost 2 years ago. Stop using stuff from years ago to make him look better. Understand that. Errol Spence just fought Danny. Smashed him. Smashed Danny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to smash Manny too. It's going to smash him. It's going to get that third belt. And then Terrence Crawford is going to be, he's not going to be saying, even though he's not the A side anyway, Terrence Crawford is not the A side, just to make it clear. As soon as he vacated the 4 titles, that's what fucked him up. But he didn't overlook that. If he would have had the 5 titles active that he was fighting in both weight class, he would have had an argument as far as A side and B side. But when he vacated the titles and stood with just 1 and let Earl get that 2nd title, and now Earl's about to get the 3rd one, if Earl gets that third title, there's no way in hell Crawford is going to be the A side. Even though he's not the A side anyway, he only has 1 title. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be for real. You know what I'm saying? Even though, just to make it clear, I took Terrence Crawford to beat Errol Spence and stop him. Believe it or not, even in my channel, that fight prediction is in there. You know what I'm saying? Unless I didn't put it in there, I'm gonna check it. I believe I put that in there. I took Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, to beat Earl because he's more craftier than Manny, than fucking Danny, than fucking Mikey, than all of those fighters that Earl Spence fought. He's more craftier and has power, cracking power that hits you in any round, hits you clean, you're gonna be in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he has a very good chance. Has almost the same reach as Errol Spence. So on the reach department, Errol Spence doesn't really have too much. He only has like 1 inch. Like, this guy came in here, oh, Errol Spence has 74 reach. Errol Spence does not have 74 reach. He does not have that. He's at 147. He's not, he's been in 147 his whole career. Okay? The people that has 40, look at me, 74 reach is people at maybe at 154, maybe, because this one guy, Fundura, if I said his name right, that he's like 6'5", 6'6". He's the one that has the most reach. Like, he has 74, 80, like up, you know, 70, 78, 80, like he has reach like that. Like you're saying, listen to me. Errol Spence has 72 reach. Crawford has 71. Okay? Believe me when I tell you, I'm actually right. Boxing Rec be lying. The reason why Boxing Rec does that is to fucking confuse you, so when you're doing the bet, you end up losing the bet. Understand that. There's nobody at 147 that I know of has 74 reach. I never seen that one person. I did the fight predictions at 147 for 4 years. I haven't seen that one person with 74 reach. That's telling you that I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? 168, yeah. 168, they definitely got 74 up there. 77, 78, 79 reach. Heavyweight division is 80. Some of them got 74. Those are the 6'2 fighters. The 6'2 fighters, they have like 74 reach, 72, 71, small like that. Now fighters like Deontay Wilder, 84, 80, like 81, like that. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know where your fighter's reach is at. Like, you know, don't come in here telling me something that you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's going by Boxing Rec. That fucking shit lies so damn much. It's fucking disgusting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 1 minute they're 6 feet tall. The next following day there's fucking 5'11". Look at it. Look at the Boxing Rec. Keep going through the whole thing throughout the week. You're gonna see your fighters' stats change. It's gonna keep going up and down. Power, all that. Because they're confusing y'all for the gambling. That's why they do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so Manny, listen to me. You're gonna have to tell him. You're gonna have to give Manny a goodbye party. He's gonna get retired because Earl is not playing around. Earl's not playing around. Earl's gonna try to stop him. I already said it on video. He said, "I'm not boxing. I'm gonna stop him." Like, you know what I'm saying? So that means he's gonna take his punches to get his punches off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Manny's not knocking out Earl, man. A car. It took a car to knock out Earl. A car knocked him out. And Manny's gonna knock him out. That people don't make no fucking sense. Like, let's just be for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now we're gonna talk about Crawford. Okay, now, I don't know what's going on with Crawford. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already know he's not fighting Sean Porter. We already know he's not fighting Manny. He's not fighting Earl. Who is he gonna fight? Who is he gonna fight? They're talking about him fighting Josh Taylor at 140. I'm like, he came from that weight class. He came from that weight class. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You're gonna weight drain him. That's what's gonna happen to Crawford. He goes back down to 140. It's gonna be weight drained. You know what I'm saying? That's why he left. Because he wasn't making weight too good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, you gotta understand that. You gotta understand when your fighter has to go out the weight class and when he has to stay. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just like Earl. Earl's gonna outgrow 147. He's gonna outgrow it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get to the point that he's gonna train really hard, and he can't shrink that body back down, even with the PEDs in his system. It's not gonna be able to shrink it down. It's gonna outgrow that weight class. It's gonna end up in 154. Remember that. I told you that. Kell Brook, 154. He went to 160, 154, went to 147, got destroyed by Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he weight drained himself to do 147. He got smashed. Like, doesn't understand that. I know what I'm talking. I know what I'm telling you. Like, they're saying, so I don't know who he's gonna fight. But like I told you, on my channel, he doesn't put a name in front of him. The fight that he gets now, it's okay. He's good with me. It's a stay active fight. I don't got no problem with that. It's after that. He better put a name in front of him. He doesn't put a name in front of him, I'm throwing him out my channel. Remember that? It's no different with Jamal. I threw Jamal out because he's not putting names in front of him. I threw his ass out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, believe me, I'm not afraid to throw out these fighters. I promote everybody in the world. My channel's still gonna get views, no matter what. I got all the top champions in the whole entire planet in my channel. So, throwing out Crawford is not gonna be no problem. Throwing out any fighter. I could throw out 10 fighters, and my channel will still do good. That's how good my channel is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lose nothing. I'm not gonna lose anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? My channel's gonna still be like this, progressing, like nothing happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he better get his shit together. It's not getting young. It's not getting young. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, unless he fights Virgil Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? Because that's another fight they're trying to set up. You know what I'm saying? Because of course Crawford gonna take that. Virgil Ortiz he's just getting his cherry popped. He's gonna take that fight. If anybody understand what I'm talking about. We didn't take the Sean fight, but he'll take Ortiz fight. No, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all see? I see what is it? I see what Crawford be doing. You know what I'm saying? He be ducking fighters too. And then all y'all people be coming in my channel. Oh, Crawford fight anybody. Crawford does not fight anybody. Let's just be for real. No, fucking, what was his name? Fucking, anyway, when he fought at 140 for the 4 titles, that was a tomato can he fought. That's why he took him out in 2 rounds. No, 3 rounds. He took him out in 3 rounds. Regis took him out in 2. Regis took him out in 2. Tomato can. Believe me, he didn't fight good. Yo, let me tell you something. His fan base came into my channel, started talking mad shit. I said, look, listen, Crawford's going to stop your boy. He's going to stop him early. And he stopped them. Shut them all up. Shut everybody up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know my shit. And that boxing channel, I won over 1,800 fights in that channel. In 4 years, won 1,800 fights. I had 1,900 videos. I won almost the whole. My channel was winning at a 98% winning percentage. It stayed at 98 for 4 years straight. And it's gonna do it. I'm gonna do it here too. As you see right now, I'm like what? 72-9, 72-9 in only 10 weeks total. The channel's been on 10 weeks total already. 72-9. There's no channel winning like my channel. Understand that. Out of the nine fights, I only lost 2 championship fights. The 7 was regular prospect fights and regular fights. I only lost 2 championship fights. The whole entire 72 fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? That means every championship fight I won. Understand that. You're gonna see as we going. Okay, now, does anybody know this week we got 32 fights in one day? I got 32 fight predictions in one day. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of good names. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's get there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be quick. My computer's fast. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give y'all the names. Let's say anybody know in that the main fights I researched. It's the fights that were under that I added. Okay, so all the main fights I researched them and then made the fight prediction. The undercards and all that, I picked everybody to the left because everybody keeps saying I take the favorites. We're gonna see how many losses I'm gonna get out of that 32. Like what I'm saying, you know. And to make it clear, if I win all 32 of those fights, that was luck. That was luck. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's too many wins to win out. It's not easy to win 32 fights. It's hard as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, okay, so we're gonna get the names here. Okay, we got, okay, hold on. Let's go from the top. Okay, we got Monster versus Michael. I took Monster by knockout. Okay, Mayor versus Erica. I took Mayor to win the fight. Now those are the only 2. Okay, hold on. No. That's one more. No. 2. Those are the only 2 championship fights in that fight, you know, section. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, so everybody else, I took no except the Adam Lopez and Dogbo. That fight just happened now. It just got announced like 2 days ago, and then I did the fight prediction. Like, you know what I'm saying? I researched that fight, and that's another fight I researched, but the rest I didn't. I took everybody to the left. Okay, I hope I didn't lose y'all. Okay, Jamal Charlo versus Wang. Okay, I made that fight prediction before I threw him out. It was already in my channel before I threw him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I took Jamel by knockout. Look at me, Jamal by knockout. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, okay, all right. That's the only championship fight in that section for you know what I'm saying? Okay, I took everybody else to the left. It was just 2 fights. On that, it's just 3 fights. The two under fights, you know what I'm saying? Those are regular fights. So I don't care if I win or lose those, to tell you the truth. But I took everybody to the left. Okay, I hope I didn't lose y'all. Okay, all right. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. I took both of them to win. Okay, okay. Everybody else, I took everybody else to the left on that. Okay, all right. Okay, Jenny Maguire is versus TBA. He's on the left, so I'm taking Maguire anyway to win the fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, okay, that's the, okay, hold on. There's a WBC fight here. Zamora versus Marlene. Zamora versus Marlene. Like I told you, I took everybody to the left. I'm gonna do it with her like that. I will take her to win the fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna go to the next. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. We're good. 32 fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know I didn't tell you all the names, but it's 32 names. You really want me to give you all the names? I ain't going through all that. That's not gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so we got that cleared up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so okay, now we're gonna talk about Danny Garcia. Now, Danny Garcia has been talking about he's gonna move up to 154. Well, it's only 2 people with belts there. 2 people with belts. And there's gonna be 1 person with all of them. It's gonna be Jamel. Jamel is gonna knock out Danny. I see Jamel knocking him out. Okay, I don't. Danny does not have power to knock out Jamel. Does not have power, because bigger fighters than Danny hit Jamel clean, and he was still there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, and they have more power than Danny. Danny's really cracking at 140. That's where he really cracks at. That's the weight class he started. He should have stood down there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, his body outgrew 140. So he had no choice to go to 147. And now he doesn't have no choice but to go to 154. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be in trouble. He's going to be in trouble. Jamel is going to be the champion there. He's going to have all 4 titles. Because he's going to take Castano. He's going to smash Castano. You know what I'm saying? Castano doesn't fight good. You're going to see Jamel is going to show you how bad he fights. He's going to show you how bad he fights. Look at that. He's going to come in low like this. He's going to come in low like this, trying to duck under to get in. And Jamel's going to hit him with an uppercut and then with a left hand right behind it. And I see him hitting that floor. Jamel's going to throw uppercuts in that fight. He ducks like this. He's going to get hit with uppercuts. Remember, I told you that. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's going to be the punch I heard him, or the hook. The hook that he throws and he hits you around here. Either an uppercut or the hook. It's going to hit him with that. One of those 2 punches is going to hurt him. Remember, Castano doesn't belong in 154, just like Danny doesn't belong there. Castano is smaller than Danny. Bug out with that. Smaller than Danny. Jamel is going to smash him. It's going to smash him. All y'all Castano people talking all that shit, you're going to see. When that fight comes, it's going to smash him. And I claimed that fight already. I already won that fight. That's how sure I am. Guaranteed. I'm guaranteed to win that fight. Y'all better pray to God Jamel has a bad day when he gets in there. That's the only way Castano has a chance. Okay, remember, I told you that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all Castano yapping ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all giving him too much credit. The last fight he fought with Jamel would have knocked him out. He couldn't knock him out. Y'all better realize that. He couldn't knock out. It went to a decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jamel would have knocked him out. That's why he didn't want to fight Jamel. He fought Castano instead. Like, you know, realize that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I believe me. When I tell you, I guarantee I'm gonna win a lot of fights in this channel. It's gonna be guaranteed I'm gonna win the majority of the fights this year. The majority of the fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't be shocked I win the whole 32 fights. Don't be shocked. You know what I'm saying? But it is good. It is, look at me. It is good luck. I won by good luck. Out of the 32, I should lose at least 4-5 fights, which is a lot to me, because I'm trying to win every single fight. But people always come into my channel, oh, he's cherry picking, or he's always picking the favorites. Yeah. I'm gonna prove to y'all that picking the favorite doesn't always go your way. They don't always win. They don't always win. They lose. They lose most of the times. That's why championship belts has changed every other fight. It's exchanging belts to the other person. And they're favorites. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in picking favorites. I believe in picking the right fighter that I believe could win the fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understand that, man. Get your info correct before you come in here. So far, I've been smashing everybody in here. Because y'all coming in here thinking I'm like these other boxing channels. I'm not these other boxing channels. I'm going to outshine every single one of them. By the time, if nothing happens to me, I don't go out there, I'll get killed in the street all night, or nothing happens to me, and I live all the way to the end of the year. Believe me, I'm going to put so much phenomenal numbers this year that these other boxing channels, they can even, right now, I'm putting phenomenal numbers for just 10 weeks. You know what I mean? 72 wins, bro. Only 9 losses. Like I'm saying, niggas act like, oh yeah, I could do that. No, you can't. None of y'all cannot do that. That's the problem here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen not one channel win 32 fights in a row. Not one channel I found won 32 in a row. Not one channel I found won 42 in a row. This time, I did 44 fights in a row, and y'all didn't even know that. I won 44 in a row before I lost. No, as a matter of fact, I lost 2 fights. I lost 2 fights at the beginning, and then I won 44 right behind that. I won 44 straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I did it 4 times. Look at me. I did it 3 times. I won 40 plus fights in a row. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there ain't no boxing channel winning like that. That's 120 fights in a row. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understand that, man. Like, I'ma smash the fucking shit out of this shit. Now, remember now, I'm telling all of y'all, I created this channel for me. I created this channel for me. I just wanted to see how good I am in boxing and how good I match these fighters. It has nothing to do with betting, so don't bet on my fights. I just told a guy over here, I told him don't bet on my fights, I threw him out. My channel is not affiliated with gambling. Do not gamble on my fight predictions. I'm not here to put money in your pocket, your broke ass. Take your broke ass somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to help anybody. Let's just be for real. I'm trying to see how good I am. The channel was created for me. And that's it. That's the bottom line. So, guess what? Don't come asking me about fights. Don't come asking me about anything. Do me that favor. Okay? I'm telling y'all on video. I'm telling y'all on video, don't ask me nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep it boxing. If I decide to put that fight in there, in my channel, I put him in. If I don't, I don't. You're just going to have to deal with it. It's my channel. That's the problem. Y'all coming from outside and trying to tell me what to do. Y'all need to get the fuck out of here with that thought. Understand that? I'm not a puppet. I'm not a fucking puppet. I'm not a follower. I'm not a fan. I'm not anything for anybody. I'm just trying to see how good I am in boxing. That's all I'm trying to do here. Y'all be bringing all kinds of fucking shit into my channel. I'm like, what the fuck what the hell this got to do with this? Like, you know what I'm saying? What the hell that has to do with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like a fucking delusional people. These people, they live in a fantasy world. They live in a fantasy world until somebody wake them up. Until somebody wake their ass up. By gunfire, a car hitting them or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Boxing is just a sport. It's not supposed to be bringing racism. It's not supposed to be bringing anything fucking negative. Not even supposed to be bringing gambling into it. Because it's a sport. But they do it. A lot of people ain't understanding what sport means. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to cut it short here. I believe I was long enough. I know I got people upset. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you the truth. And I'm going to keep telling the truth. I don't give a fuck if your feelings get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be emotional with any fighter. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If you're not a man, and you can't take the truth from me, you need to get the fuck out my channel. If you're a woman and you can't take what I say about your women fighters and the men fighters, you could get the fuck out too. I need people with strong minds. If you're reacting from my video, I have control of you. I have control of you because you have a weak mind. You're weak-willed. You're weak-willed and a weak-minded person. I'm actually controlling you from over here with your reactions. I'm actually like, you're the puppet. You're the puppet. I'm like this. You're fucking cursing at me, calling me you Spanish bastard and all this shit, doing all that racist shit. I'm like this. You're the puppet, not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe.